Your natural 4C hair is your halo effect. How to make your natural hair your pretty privilege. This is going to be a part 2 to the previous videos on pretty privilege and natural 4C hair being your pretty privilege. And in today's video, I'm gonna go straight into how you can make this your pretty privilege, because it's already a pretty privilege, but you just need to tap into it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hola. Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you're just seeing this hot chocolate for the first time, hey, this is Tinuola, and right here I share valuable content. So if you like the vibe, please consider subscribing down below. All right, let's get into how to make natural hair your pretty privilege, because it already is your pretty privilege. You just need to tap into it more. And the first thing you need to do is to undo the damage. Yes, I'm saying that because we need to undo all the damage of white supremacy and all the damage that we've been carrying from generation to generation regarding our features as Black people, all the negativity and stereotypes around Black women, and even our hair type, which is, let me say specifically in this video, I'm talking type 4 hair. And when it comes to our features, we've had a lot of negative stereotypes, like we have big nose, we have big lips, and it doesn't look good, even though it does look good. And you know, with our hair, we have stereotypes like, oh, our hair is nappy, it, you know, it's animalistic, certain words like that. I'm so sorry if I'm being very direct in this video, but I just want to get into it. Okay, let's just get into it. Okay, so when it comes to all these negative stereotypes that we've been undoing for years, there's still a lot of work to do, and that's why a lot of women are not fully comfortable wearing their natural hair in public space. And that is why it's very important in this process of undoing those damage, start affirming positive things with your hair. Start affirming positive things about your hair. It starts from the content you're consuming about natural hair. Any sort of negativity around natural hair, try to consume less of that, if at all consume any of that, because you need contents that can actually uplift you and help you fall in love with the God-given hair coming out of your head. The other thing is to do affirmations from like books or affirmation cards. I like this book specifically. I read this book and I really fell in love with it. I think it's great, especially for people that have kids, because the thing about affirmations and, you know, reading books about your natural hair and consuming positive contents about your natural hair is that all of that will be passed along to the younger generation. And these are things that we didn't really get passed to us from our parents, because during their time, or even our grandparents' time, you know, they still had to do a lot of survival. You know, it was still the survival mode. Even now, we're still operating in the survival mode, but it's much better. So for example, during our parents' time, they needed to like really appeal to, you know, white supremacy. Even with the features that we have as Black people, you know, we see a lot of women bleaching their skin because we are trying to appeal to that standard of beauty. We see a lot of women changing their hair. A lot of us do that, me included. I wear wigs sometimes, and I don't exactly think that if you wear wig, it's because of white supremacy and all of that. No, I don't think so. But I do wear wigs because I like to change my hairstyle, but that's by the way anyway. What I'm trying to drive here is that we need to promote our natural hair more, because we need to promote these positive things about our natural hair to the younger generation, to ourselves, because there's still a lot of work we need to do in that aspect. This is the time for natural hair. It's becoming more accepted and more celebrated, and we need to be a part of that. 4C hair is becoming the new cool. That's literally what we are seeing now. Textured hair, afro hair, type 4 hair is literally your halo effect. It calls for attention. It's a head turner. It's a conversation starter. Have you guys noticed that when you style your natural hair more, you would get more compliments? I'm pretty sure some of you have experienced that, because I do see your comments. You've commented, you've shared your experience, and I really love when I see those comments. Yes, wearing your natural hair will literally give you that halo effect, because it's unique. It's beautiful. The texture is beautiful. You know, wigs are very common. It's very common for you to see, you know, Black women styling wigs. So you styling your natural hair actually looks beautiful and unique. And it's crazy to think about it that, you know, it looks more unique for Black women to style their natural hair than for them to wear wigs. It's crazy to think that wigs are more common. It's crazy to think that you would find more women wearing like wigs or waves than their actual hair. And the thing is, some of these wigs are actually not flattering. They are actually not giving you the kind of pretty privilege you think you're getting from wearing these wigs. Some of them do not make you look classy. Some of them are aging you. Some of them do not look good on you. Not as much as you think they do. Not as much as we've conditioned our minds to think they are. They are not as flattering. And this is not me saying never ever wear wigs. I just want to really come here and encourage you to wear your natural hair, because you're literally putting down your pretty privilege. You're literally missing out on that halo effect. Those opportunities, those stairs, those conversation starters, those opportunities that you could get or that you could attract by styling your natural hair. Wearing your natural hair really complements your features as Black people. I'm not against wig, but wearing certain non-textured wig, if we're being honest, some of them look weird. It's good to be able to change up your style, but some of those wigs actually do look weird, and it also doesn't really complement our features as Black people. I would imagine that textured hair generally just complements our features more, and some of these wigs also make us really conscious, because then you're thinking, is my lace grid on? Will the glue show? Will the wind blow it away? Can I swim with my wig? All of that, you get a point. But with your natural hair, once you get past that awkward stage of very short hair where you don't really know what to do with it, or when you get past the stage of just starting to wear your natural hair in public and feeling awkward about it, once you get past that beginning stage, trust me, you'll see how beautiful and easy it is to wear your natural hair. Natural hair is not hard to maintain. We need to avoid overthinking the whole process of maintaining and styling our natural hair. To also make it easy for you, avoid over manipulating your hair. So some of the reasons why you might consider wearing your natural hair. Now, this list is not exhaustive, but these are just some reasons I want to point out in this video. The first thing is that it boosts your confidence. Yes, even as of today, wearing your hair out in public still takes some level of self-acceptance and courage. And two, it boosts your femininity. Contrary to popular beliefs that natural hair make you look masculine, I don't even know where that came from. I think it came from the old stereotype of Black women looking masculine, which is ridiculous. I can talk about that in another video, but you can actually feel more confident and free wearing your natural hair, and the wind is blowing fresh air on your head. You don't feel like you always have to conceal your hair or feel embarrassed, styling your hair in public, and also knowing that the hair is complementing your Black features. All of that looks beautiful. That confidence just radiates out, and it really boosts your femininity, contrary to what people think. And just being feminine or being attractive isn't really based on how long your hair is. I also want to talk about that stereotype, but I don't want to talk too much about it in this video. But yes, you might be feeling awkward about your hair not being that long, but trust me, some short hair really looks good on certain women, and it actually makes them look more attractive, especially if they have the standard pretty face. It really makes them look more attractive. Anyway, I digress. The third reason why I would advise that you wear more of your natural hair is just for health purposes, because these days I'm beginning to get concerned about some news that we see here and there around the ingredients in our products, hair products, specifically like wigs, waves, even natural hair care products, hair products in general. And this is a thing of concern. I know there isn't so much noise around it because people don't really care about such topic, but it's something to think about. If you do have a family history of certain health conditions like fibroid, if you also experience things like hormonal imbalance or history of cancer in your family, those kind of things, I think it's important that you pay attention to the products that you're using, including your weaves and wigs. And even when it comes to your natural hair care products, try to do less instead of more, and definitely research the products that you're using. Make sure that the ingredients are safe for you. So that's just one thing I wanted to put on the list for you guys to, maybe look into. Because the thing about having, certain health conditions in the family is that you probably have the risk to develop it, even if you don't have it yet. Something like fibroid, for example, it's recurrent in some people. Like, they have family history of fibroid and it's recurrent in when they start experiencing fibroid. Even when they treat it, it still comes back, maybe due to certain, lifestyle choices. I don't know. I don't want to sound like I know it all or I'm a pro in this area, but, there's a lot of connection around, our relaxers and hair care products, and even waves and wigs, and some of these medical conditions that Black women are also facing today. And we all know that those things don't really boost our confidence, especially when you begin to deal with health issues. Even things like alopecia. Alopecia is one thing that happens a lot. Traction alopecia around your edges and different parts of your head. Because of wigs and waves, people get these things, and it really dents our confidence. It can affect us emotionally and psychologically. Really, just taking away from our self-confidence and self-esteem. So wearing your natural hair and not having to cover it all the time under wigs and waves, I think is important. Also, if you experience a lot of allergic reactions with wearing wigs and waves or using certain hair care products, that is a sign for you to reduce those things. I know personally that I've had an allergic reaction wearing a wig. It's my fault because I did not wash the wig before putting it on when I got it newly. Yes, that gave me allergic reactions. I was itchy. My scalp was hell, you know, literally hell. And that was the first time I was ever going to experience that. So wear your natural hair. Of course, I'm not saying do not ever use extensions or wigs or waves or braids. You know, I'm not saying never ever do those other styles, because it's just part of our identity at this point as Black women to always change our hairstyles and use different things, and it's beautiful. But I think it's more beautiful when you actually style your natural hair and when you embrace it. And considering where we are coming from, we actually need to do more of that. Anyway, I know this video is not for everyone, but I just wanted to quickly come here and let you know that natural hair is your pretty privilege. It's your halo effect. It can make you look way more attractive than you actually think, than, you know, we've been conditioned to think. Also, wearing your natural hair is a sign of good health. I don't know, but generally with women, when they wear their hair and show their hair, it's a sign of good health, especially if you have, you know, a full hair. It doesn't have to look exactly long, but as long as there's hair on your head and the hair looks like it's thriving, it's a sign of good health. Some people also perceive it as you being authentic, which can make them quickly trust you. I don't know, that's my theory, but what do you guys think? Anyway, I want to keep this video short and sweet, so thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your experiences. I'll be in the comments to respond, and if you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up and share with a friend. I'll see you guys in the next one, but until then, keep shining. Bye.